मैं बिट्टू जायसवाल स्वागत करता हूं आप सभी का आपके चैनल कैटलिस्ट एजुकेशनल कैंपस में। आज के चैप्टर नंबर 8 क्लास 12 का चैप्टर नंबर 8 जिसका नाम है हेल्थ एंड डिजीज, उसके क्वेश्चन आंसर को तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो पहला क्वेश्चन है कि व्हाट आर द वेरियस पब्लिक हेल्थ मेजर दैट यू वुड सजेस्ट एज ए प्रिवेंटिव मेजर अगेंस्ट इन्फेक्शियस डिजीज। तो इसका आंसर लिखिएगा कि फॉर द प्रिवेंशन of infectious disease, we would suggest the following measures. First, awareness about disease and their effect on various body functions. That means educate people about disease. Second, organizing vaccination programs against infectious disease. Third, proper disposal of waste so that the environment remain clean. Fourth, motivate people and government to maintain cleanliness, food and water supply resources. And fifth, measures should be taken to control vectors such as not allowing garbage, heaps and dirty water, that means flood or drain water, to accumulate. The second question is, how has the study of biology helped us in controlling infectious disease? Then write the answer. With the progress made in biology, we have got effective weapons to deal with many infectious diseases. The use of vaccines and immunization program have completely eradicated deadly disease like smallpox. Many infectious diseases like pox, and diphtheria, and pneumonia and tetanus have controlled to a great extent with the use of vaccines. Biotechnology is on the verge of making new and safer vaccines. The discovery of antibiotics, and other medicines has also enabled us to treat infectious disease in proper manner by reducing their effect. Third question is, how are the flowing of disease transmitted? First, amoebiasis, malaria, escheriasis, and pneumonia. The right answer first is amoebiasis. A protozoan parasite called Entamoeba histolytica found in the large intestines of humans causes amoebiasis or amoebic diarrhea, constipation, abdominal pain and cramps, stool with excessive mucus and blood clots are the symptoms of this disease. Houseflies are the carriers of this disease, which carry the parasite to the food items of the infected person and contaminate them. Drinking water and food items contaminated by fecal matter are the main sources of infection. And next is by malaria. A very small protozoan called Plasmodium is responsible for malaria. Different species of Palminiudia, that means Palmeri and Falciparum, Plasmodium falciparum, are responsible for different types of malaria. Of these, the rare melanoma caused by Plasmodium falciparum is the most serious and can be fatal. The female Anopheles mosquito transmits this disease to humans. Next disease is Escherichiasis. The intestinal parasite Escherichiasis causes a disease called Escherichiasis. Internal bleeding, muscle pain, fever, anemia, and intestinal obstruction are the symptoms of this disease. The eggs of this parasite come out of the stool of the infected person and contaminate soil, water, plants, etc. In a healthy person, these infections occurs by consuming contaminated water, vegetables, fruits, etc. Next is pneumonia. Bacteria like Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae are responsible for pneumonia in humans. In this disease, the alveoli of the lungs get infected. As a result of the vaccines, the alveoli get filled with the fluid, which causes serious problems in breathing. Fever, chills, cough, and headache, etc. are the symptoms of pneumonia. Next question is, What measures will you adopt to prevent water-borne disease? Answer is some of the main disease transmitted through water are typhoid, amovia, Escherichia, etc. To prevent this disease, first is water should be boiled or filtered before drinking. Keep drinking water covered in a clean vessels. Second is reservoirs, pools, ponds, and should be cleaned from time to time. Third is the vectors of disease like malaria and filariasis and their breeding places should be controlled. For this, water should not be allowed to accumulate in and around residential areas. Regular cleaning of coolers, usage of mosquito nets, fish that eat mosquito larvae should be put in stored water. Insecticide should be sprayed in ditches, drainage areas and swamps, etc. Apart from this, nets should be installed in doors and windows so that the mosquito cannot enter inside. Next question is discuss with your teacher the meaning of suitable gene in the context of DNA vaccines. Right answer, uh, recombinant DNA technology has enabled to production of antigenic polypeptide of pathogens in bacteria or yeast. This method has led to large-scale production of vaccines and hence the availability of vaccines for immunization has increased a lot, such as the yeast-based hepatitis B vaccine. Next question is name the primary and secondary lymphatic organs. फर्स्ट बात करें लिम्फोइड ऑर्गन्स क्या होता है, तो दीज आर द ऑर्गन्स वेयर द ओरिजिन ऑफ मेचुरेशन एंड प्रोलिफरेशन ऑफ लिम्फोसाइट टेक प्लेस. बोन मैरो एंड थाइमस आर द प्राइमरी lymphoid organ where immature lymphocytes differentiate into antigen sensitive lymphocytes. एंड नेक्स्ट बात करें कि इसमें आफ्टर मेचुरेशन lymphocyte migrate to secondary organ like spleen, lymph node, tonsil, patches of small intestine and appendix. Secondary lymphoid organs are the site where lymphocytes interact with the antigen and later proliferate in large number of become effector cells. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की बात करें तो फ्लोइंग वेल नोन एब्रीविएशन हैव बीन यूज इन दिस चैप्टर. गिव देयर फुल फॉर्म. फर्स्ट इज फुल फॉर्म सबका लिखना है, तो फर्स्ट इज MALT. राइट, MALT दैट मीन्स म्यूकोसल एसोसिएटेड लिम्फोइड टिश्यू. नेक्स्ट इज CMI सेल मीडिएटेड इम्यूनिटी. AIDS यानी AIDS एक्वायर्ड इम्यूनो डिफिशियंसी सिंड्रोम. And next is NACO National AIDS Control Organization, and last is HIV that means human immunodeficiency virus. Next question is differentiate between the following and give example of each. First is innate and acquired immunity. First बात करें कि differentiate between innate and acquired immunity, तो first is innate immunity. सॉरी फॉर डैट. बात करें इनेट इम्यूनिटी की, तो इनेट इम्यूनिटी इज ए टाइप ऑफ नॉन स्पेसिफिक डिफेंस विच इज प्रेजेंट एट द टाइम ऑफ बर्थ. दिस इम्यूनिटी इज अचीव्ड बाई erecting various type of barriers against the enter of external factors in our body. There are 4 types of barriers in innate immunity such as first is physical barrier. फिजिकल बैरियर में बात करें तो स्किन और आवर बॉडी इज द मेन बैरियर विच प्रिवेंट द एंट्री ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. द म्यूकस कोटिंग ऑफ एपिथेलियम लाइनिंग इन द रेस्पिरेटरी gastrointestinal and genitourinary tract also help in preventing the germs of entering the body. Next is physiological barrier. फिजियोलॉजिकल बैरियर में बात करें तो एसिड इन द स्टोमक, सलाइवा इन माउथ, टीयर्स ऑफ द आइज, ऑल दिस प्रिवेंट द ग्रोथ ऑफ जर्म्स. नेक्स्ट इज सेलुलर बैरियर. that means certain types of leukocyte like polynuclear leukocyte, that means PMNL, neutrophils in the blood of our body, monocytes and type of natural killer lymphocyte, and macrophages in the tissue eat and destroy the pathogens. Cytokinin barrier. Virus infected cells secrete proteins called interferons which protect uninfected cells from further virus infections. नेक्स्ट इज एक्वायर्ड इम्यूनिटी, क्योंकि डिफरेंस इसी में बताना था एक्वायर्ड इम्यूनिटी के बीच में ही। तो इसका आंसर लिखिएगा कि एक्वायर्ड इम्यूनिटी इज द पैथोजन स्पेसिफिक, इट इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय मेमोरी। दिस मीन्स दैट व्हेन आवर बॉडी इनकाउंटर्स ए पैथोजन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम it give a response which is called low intensity primary response. On subsequent encounters with the same pathogens, a secondary or a anamnestic response of much higher intensity occurs. This is due to the fact that our body remembers the first encounters. Next is primary and secondary immune response are carried out by two special type of lymphocyte present in our blood. These are B lymphocyte in response to pathogens. B lymphocyte produce an army of proteins in our blood to fight the pathogens. These proteins are called antibodies. Next question is differentiate between active and passive immunity. इसका आंसर लिखिएगा when the host encounters antigens, antibodies are produced in its body. Antigens can be in the form of live or dead germs of other protein. This type of immunity is called active immunity. Active immunity is slow and takes time to show its full effective response. Deliberately inoculating the host with germs during immunization or reaching the body with infectious organism during natural infection induces active immunity. When ready-made antibodies are given directly to the body, protect the body, it's called passive immunity. The yellow liquid colostrum secreted by the mother during the initial days of lactation rich in antibodies, that means IgA, which protect the baby. During pregnancy, the fetus also receive antibodies from the mother through the placenta. These are some examples of passive immunity. ठीक है, तो रहने देते हैं आज के लिए इतना ही, बाकी बचा हुआ क्वेश्चन नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कर देंगे। बाय, टेक केयर।